Hey there, what's up? It's Mike Deiure, and in this video I'm going to be talking about DistroKid. So DistroKid is a music distribution service that makes it pretty much push-button simple for you to get your music out onto all of the major music streaming platforms, such as Spotify, iTunes, even TikTok. You name it, they're pretty much integrated and make it as simple as possible for you to distribute your music and get it onto all these platforms so that people can hear it and buy it, and then you could obviously make revenue and money from the sales of your music. So let me talk about a couple basics about their platform, and then I'll talk about a little bit more in depth how they became on my radar, what I think after I checked them out, and a few other things. So you can get started with as little as $19.99 a year for unlimited uploads, which is pretty awesome. They don't take any commissions, so it's just a flat fee, and then you could upload as much as you like, and when you're making revenue and you're making sales, they're not taking commissions from that. A couple other awesome perks that they offer is the ability to have automatic splits or commissions if you're working with other collaborators. So if you write a song with somebody else and there's shared ownership of the song, they automatically distribute the amount of revenue that each collaborator should get, which is awesome. And the other thing too is they give you the ability to upload cover tunes. So not even original tunes if you're covering songs. This used to be a lot more of a hassle back in the day when you'd have to get the rights or pay Harry Fox Agency, tell them how many, copies you were making of your album and pay them accordingly, and they make it super simple for a fee, to be able to upload cover tunes and distribute those and get those on their services. So those are some basics, and they have different tiers depending on how much music and how many different labels or, artists that you want to actually register. So let me talk now about how they came onto my radar and what I think after I really checked them out. So the first thing to mention is that I'm not someone who releases a whole ton of music. My focus is on making videos and teaching guitar. And so I have a couple websites that teach guitar online. I release a lot of videos for teaching people guitar. DistroKid actually reached out to me to see if I'd be interested in doing a promo for them. And I don't get requests like this often, but I do from time to time. And the first thing that I do when I get a request like this is ask all my musician friends what they think, because I honestly had never heard of DistroKid before this. So I talked to all my musician friends. Everyone I talked to had awesome things to say about them. If they knew about DistroKid, they had great things to say about them and great experiences. I even reached out to my professors that I keep in touch with from my music industry school that I graduated from, and again, nothing but great things to say. So that was the first, passing test for me to say, okay, let me look into this. So then I got an account set up and found it just super easy. Now, the thing is, like I said, I don't produce a lot of music anymore these days because I focus a lot on teaching guitar and making videos in that world. But I certainly have a bunch of tunes that I finished, and I never released them because I just thought it was too much work and too much of a pain in the butt. And it wasn't a big priority for me. But this was a lot of fun for me to relive these tunes that I wrote and had a long time ago and distribute them and get them on all these platforms. And I literally found it to be pretty much push button simple. The only thing I had to do is make sure I had an artwork for the tunes. I released, 2 tunes so far as singles, and all I had to do is get some artwork created for each, song. And the rest is you just put in the title, a few other bits of information, click a button, and that's it. I started getting notices the next day that my music was on iTunes and some of the other platforms. Certain platforms take a little bit longer to get your music on there, but nonetheless, it's that simple. And I'm super excited because it's now giving me this it's making me more interested to get back and finishing new tunes, to upload more of my old tunes and get them out there. So that's something that, again, if you're out there and you have music that you haven't released, or maybe just, you have some old tunes sitting around, check these guys out. There's a link on the video here, distrokid.com/VIP/RGP. That'll get you 7% discount for your first year. So check that out and dig up some tunes or write some new tunes and get it out there. Again, it's so simple to do, and it's a lot of fun, and it's exciting to share with all your, your friends and your fans that you're on all these platforms. Again, this is also if you haven't heard them before, because again, they weren't on my radar. I hadn't heard of them, and a company that I found doing really great things. So check them out. They have an awesome support staff, so if you have questions, go to their site and reach out to them. They're there to answer any questions, and they're super helpful, super cool to chat with. So that's about it. Check out DistroKid. I'm going to be doing some more videos on them in the future, and I'm certainly going to be releasing more of my music now that I found out it's this easy to get it out there. So there you go.